The jury has returned a verdict. This is the Hunter Biden gun charges. He was found guilty of all counts within 3 hours of the jury deliberating yesterday, coming back this morning with the verdict ready to go. Count 1 is a false statement on the firearm sale. He is guilty. Count 2, false statement on the transaction record. Guilty. Count 3 is the illegal possession of a firearm. Guilty.
2 counts that carry a maximum prison sentence of 10 years. So if they were served sequentially, it would be 20 years there. And then while the third has a maximum of 5 years, and each count also carries a maximum fine of $250,000. Now, sentencing's not for 120 days-ish. They haven't set the date yet, but the judge did say typically within 120 days, we'll have a sentencing hearing.
I think virtually every American who followed the trial knew at the end of the day that the evidence was compelling against Hunter Biden, and it was not a surprise.
Typically, if you have some sort of written record, you can introduce that into evidence, and maybe they read the passage from someone's book. But this was a unique case where they had an audiobook version, and it was narrated and read by Hunter Biden himself. And so the prosecutor was able to essentially, without compelling him to testify — you can't compel a defendant to testify, they can choose to or choose not to — but they were, in a sense, able to get his testimony into this court proceeding by playing the portion of the audiobook where he is talking about these substance abuse issues, where he is talking about the firearm. And so the jury was able to hear from Hunter Biden himself, even though he chose later to decline to take the stand in his own defense. They were actually to hear him saying these words, which bolstered the case of the prosecution and actually hurt the defense, I feel like, of Hunter Biden in this matter.
So there's overwhelming evidence against Hunter Biden. And probably the most compelling witness against Hunter Biden was Hunter Biden. So he basically wrote an autobiography, and he basically narrated it, and the prosecution played Hunter Biden essentially confessing to his crimes. So again, I think he's a self-admitted criminal. You are right, this is a first offense, but it may play a role down the road with respect to the tax evasion cases, because then if he's convicted, it will not be a first offense.
Already, some of the media is running cover for the president. This is a headline CNN just put out in their live feed of the proceedings that they have on their website. But this headline says, Biden balances foreign commitments with painful family moments. Now, I don't discredit that this is not something that Joe Biden is happy about or proud of, and that it probably is a painful family moment when your son is convicted of federal crimes. However, I do think that the campaign side of the Biden team that doesn't have the fatherly love for a son is probably very frustrated with this happening right now. Also, the fact that sentencing is 3 months away, so it'll be after the convention for them, but right in prime campaign season. And then, oh, wait, there's another Hunter Biden trial, this time involving federal crimes with tax evasion and failure to pay. 3 of those felonies, 6 misdemeanors. That's coming in September. So the Biden campaign apparatus is probably very frustrated, very wary of having these things all over the television as they're trying to make a pitch for Joe Biden to be reelected as the next president. Yeah. The president has previously said he will not pardon his son in this. I think after an election, I think you could see something completely different after whether or not, if, say, President Biden loses the election, he has that lame duck period where he very much could issue a bunch of pardons, including one for his son. Or if he does win and has no longer the political consequences of another election, you may see that as well. I wouldn't expect a pardon before the election, even if for some reason there was a jail sentence imposed. Right. But stranger things have happened in this country.
Yes, they have.
We haven't heard people asking about commuting of the sentence. Is that something that could be in play where he doesn't pardon him, so it's not off his record? But if there were jail time involved, then Hunter Biden doesn't go to jail. He's still a convicted felon, but he's not serving jail time.